We got it. Watch, I'll end up selling it. Yeah, I'll be like,
fairness to him in this in Darth Maul from Solo.
yep.
And he was like, I actually like Phantom Menace better. I was like, what the Dude, I did get Carlos's 165 though. 165 robust.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Oh, you got it?
I got it, yeah.
Okay.
It has a camel toe.
The Scout
but-
Trooper.
Yeah, it's a camel toe.
Nice.
The only Scout Trooper with a camel toe. God damn, Carlos. I don't know what he was doing with that. It better not be, better not have some sticky stuff in it.
He was playing with it.
Fucking return it to him or sell it to Lane.
Yeah.
I'll buy it.
That's funny. People were telling me I didn't have the audio on it first when we first started, so they couldn't hear anything we were saying.
Oh, shit.
But now we're good.
Gear up. Revolution Village that ran out of second chances about 3 evac runs ago. Civvies are out. Medical supplies
Where we at?
are
We're in
high,
Felicia?
they're not. Seps are coming for us.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
We need those supplies.
Riley,
you
carry
watching
us.
Book of Boba?
Shooting and don't stop until
Yeah.
that dreadnought
I heard it
is in
sucks.
sight.
Yeah. It's been getting some pretty mixed reviews, to say the least.
So
Riley,
Riley,
have
do you
you
think it
seen-
was like okay at
You
best?
know the drill. Take
Yeah, I
it
don't
easy.
think it was like
Get ready to board.
terrible. Like Carlos gave the third episode like a 3.2, I think.
Well, that's
course
the
he
same guy who gave
Like-
Spider-Man an 8.3. so-
That's what I said.
Did you know? By the way, did Optical? Did he tell you what he gave Eternals?
What?
A 6.5. I'm like, you're gonna give Eternals a 6.5 and Spider-Man an
Dude,
8.3.
dude,
I just had a
6.8.
whole argument with Carlos about that. I said, you're going to give it a 6.5,
I know.
but No Way Home at 8.2.
Right.
So meaning Eternals is only 2 points better than No Way
I
Home.
know.
Not
That's
even,
that's
not even a full 2 points better.
that's
1.8.
blasphemy.
I thought Carlos was going to give Eternals like a 3.0 or something.
I know.
Crazy.
I gave it a 6, but honestly, I think I'm souring on it more and more the more I think about it.
Yeah, I gave it like a 6.5. I didn't think it was that bad, but it was
I'll
still
probably
pretty
give it like a 5.
bad. 6 or something.
I think it's probably the worst MCU movie I've seen, though.
Probably.
Before that, what was the worst?
Probably Iron Man 3.
I didn't think Iron Man 3 was that bad. I think like
Right.
4 was my worst one.
The World, Dark World?
Yeah.
I would say so.
I think I just
I like
watched it
that a
once,
little
I don't
more
even
because of
remember it.
Loki. So
That's true, yeah. Yeah, but that was crazy.
Okay, so I think it's safe to say that, let's say, consensus Eternals, then Dark World. I hear more Dark World than Iron Man 3. And then Iron Man 3 maybe?
and the original Hawk
probably.
too.
With,
Ed
Eric
Norton.
Bana?
Yeah.
Oh, Ed Norton. I didn't mind
Oh,
that too
yeah.
much.
No, I actually didn't think it was that bad.
Me
I
too,
wouldn't put it
yeah.
that low.
Oh, shit.
I think that version of Hulk just looks badass.
You have your orders.
Not,
Yeah.
not like Smart Hulk.
Command posts.
Yeah, Smart Hawk's kind of whack.
Yeah.
Weapons going in tight.
Good figure though, that Smart Hulk. Like, not good figure, but, the head sculpt is good.
Oh,
Yeah, it was better than the Proto, so it's one of the good ones.
Porto looked really bad.
I think that
Okay.
figure is gonna get real
So-
cheap though.
The Cadre is asking, did you see the Moss Espa Vespa gang? Is that the...
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
the biker gang.
This is the biker gang?
They were a Star
gotta
Wars
see this every-
travesty.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
like
that was
waiting.
bad. That was real. I'll say the episode wasn't that bad, but that whole thing, it was terrible. The whole chase scene.
Right.
Alright, Riley, did you watch PJ's stream, I don't know when, yesterday? Did you watch it? The Star
I
Wars?
watched, like most of it. Yeah, I was
So,
watching
did
it.
he loved it? Because he...
Yeah, he loves Boba. So
loves
Yeah.
Boba.
yeah, he said people were kind of like overreacting.
Yeah, yeah, I knew he
I
I
would.
knew it!
Yeah.
I knew it!
He
I
keeps
knew
saying
that's
that
what he
every
would
single
say.
episode. He's like, bro, people just need to chill. We need to finish the story. I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I know.
I mean, maybe, but we're just judging it off the episodes that are
We're
available
judging
now.
episode, right, yeah.
Yeah, he did say though. He was like, I might be a little biased because I love Boba.
Oh
so
no,
much.
he's really
a
biased.
little?
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
But even Optical, you and I, like, we love Last of Us, but I can say Last of Us 2 is terrible. Like, like
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not, I can be objective about it.
Yeah.
Episode 3 is definitely the worst for me. out of the
Yeah,
whole-
it's the worst.
On Boba?
Yeah. Book of
2
Boba
was
Fett.
good.
I'm waiting because I hear so many bad things about it. So I was
Gonna
just
wait
like,
to
you know
binge
what?
it.
Yeah, I was
Finish
just
the
like,
story.
so I skip all this aggravation in the first 3 because I felt that in WandaVision.
Yeah.
And it was annoying.
Exactly. I think episode 4 like has to be like really action.
It's gotta be good.
It's gonna it's gonna be kind of like hard.
Because
to-
isn't there only like what 7 of these things?
yeah,
7,
seven
yeah.
episodes.
And you're like halfway and you still.
We're
suck.
almost halfway, and it sucks.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's no
Dude,
plot.
what are you gonna pick up? What the hell's this? It's just like.
Well, episode 2 I really liked. I really liked episode 2.
I did. Sam, I really did like episode 2.
Because I
I'd give
think
that,
Jon
like, 8.5
Favreau directed
for
that one, I
9.
think, right?
I think so.
And Robert Rodriguez has done the other 2, and the other 2 have been really bad in my opinion. So I don't know, but
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we need more action scenes with Boba. He's too like weak.
yeah, he is.
Oh, that's what I keep on hearing, that he looks weak.
It's
in this.
pitiful, bro.
No, he's just like he's always getting saved. It's never
Yeah.
him like doing something that's just like. It's just not the Mando season 2 Boba that we saw.
No.
Doesn't really make
And the
sense.
funny thing is, PJ was just like, Boba keeps on saving Mando, and they need to get him away,
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
dude. I mean, people already say Boba so many times. He's supposed to be dead. I mean, you know.
Right. Has Boba won a fight yet, Riley, this season?
Honestly, I don't think so. If it
Yeah, I
wasn't
mean,
for like
yeah.
someone else like coming in last second to like do something, that's the only problem I have with the show, really.
I mean, the guy is 60 years old, so let's give him
Yeah,
a break.
right. I'm
Exactly.
wondering
He's
if
a
they
dad-
should have recasted with someone younger.
He has a dad bod.
Yeah, like
But
he's
even at that, he can put the helmet on. They can just have a stuntman.
well, he's
I mean, it
taking
doesn't
the
have to
helmet
be him,
off
right?
a lot. Like
That-
He
he's
was a
Yeah, exactly.
badass on Mando, though. He's also.
yeah, he
old.
was,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Honestly, though, with the helmet on, like he barely has the helmet on half the. I mean, most of the time he's helmetless.
That's another thing that's like kind of weird to me. I feel like he'd look way more badass with the helmet
Right.
than without.
See, I don't know, man.
That's
with
why
Boba,
Mando, I think, is so cool because he's so mysterious for most of the show.
Yeah, with Boba, I feel like the fans just made him special. Well, in reality, he's just an extra.
Right.
Died.
That's also a good point.
You know, he's
People
just
hype him
an
up just because of
extra.
how badass he looks.
I think that's what George Lucas would say. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they were like, "Oh, there's the mystery behind him." No, there's no mystery behind him. He was an extra. That he has a cool costume.
Right.
Now you made up all this idea that he's the most feared bounty hunter in the. Come on, man. He died
Yeah.
due to a worm in the
Right.
sand. But hey,
Still
you know.
enjoying the show.
He was
but
great
just-
in Mando,
the plot
though.
needs to progress.
Well, one thing too,
Hey,
Optical. My issue is I don't know what others would say about this, but like he's so different in this show than he is in
In
the
Mando.
original trilogy.
Yeah.
So like, if you're gonna say maybe the 5 years with the Tuscans like changed him, he did a complete 180, I guess. But you're gonna have to show more to make me believe that. Like, he is so fundamentally different. Like, he's honestly he's more of a good guy than Mando is. Like,
Jared is asking now, what's worse, Book of Boba or Eternals? Wow.
Damn, that's nah. I wouldn't
no,
go
I'd
too
say
far to
Eternals.
that.
Eternals.
Wow, Eternals really that bad, huh? Because I
Yeah.
refuse to watch it still, but I'm watching Dexter as of the moment.
It's just
but-
like it feels like it's like a 4-hour movie about people you don't care about.
Yeah,
That's just
exactly.
Eternals, okay.
Yeah, it's really long.
Forces are taking command post S.
Wow.
Like,
Doesn't feel like it
Carlos
has any
is
real
the-
direction.
I told Carlos he's the wild card of the group, bro. With all these takes he's taking.
He
like
is,
saying-
man.
saying
Carlos
it's a 6.5.
does. Yeah, Carlos is not even a wild card anymore. He's more of a.
It's just a
like a
But-
hot, he's just like a hot take Carlos at this point.
Optical. Bob Dylan he raises a good point. He said, "Hey, you could say the same for Maul," and they said he was a throwaway in Episode 1. Filoni fleshed him out to one of the best Sith in Star Wars. That's true.
Yeah, but Maul came out and has more than 2 lines. He was
Right.
like Maul was presented as a badass.
Well, in
That's
Phantom
all
Menace, he
is.
had like 2 lines. I don't think he said much, but
Or 2 lines, yeah. But he was presented as, I mean, he killed
Qui-Gon. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
he
true.
Was
That's
presented
different.
as a badass. Like with Boba, he's literally just an extra.
He's in the
Right.
background. Yeah.
Yeah, like he had like a 5-minute screen time, or
I
maybe
mean,
not
Han
even, it's
Solo
like
hits his
2 minutes.
jetpack and he falls into the Sarlacc pit. So I mean, it's
Right, like he had no cool moments at all. He only has a cool outfit.
Right.
That's what he did. Cool outfit. That's it. He has no cool battle scenes. Nothing.
George
Darth Maul does.
Lucas completely underestimated how popular Darth Maul would be.
Yeah.
Like Darth Maul has become one of the most popular characters in Star Wars.
Right.
And now don't say that just because I'm on a Darth Maul kick right now. That's not why I say that.
No, the moment he came out, he was just like, man, this guy's cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a unique look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
Boba
his
does too.
lightsaber was unique at that time.
Yep.
You know, like,
Double-bladed lightsaber.
yeah.
No, yeah, he's an awesome.
I mean, some might
And
argue
the
that's
fight
still the
scenes-
best fight scene in Star Wars.
Dude, the
I mean,
fight scene
that's
was insane. Yeah.
the movie. Say what you will about the movie. I think the movie's terrible, Phantom Menace. But the fight scene, I love Darth Maul.
Yeah. See, this is the problem with Star Wars. Like, they keep on backtracking. They backtrack more than anyone else. Like, oh shit, Darth Maul was pretty cool. Okay, let's make him alive. Oh shit,
Right.
people love Boba. All right, let's give him a mysterious backstory and shit.
Same with
Well,
Mace Windu. Everyone wants him.
That's my thing about bringing Mace back. Like, would I like to see it? Maybe, but I want it. Like, the reason Mando was great, he's a brand new character, no expectations. Like,
Yeah.
he's a gunslinger. That's all you know. Like, and I think that's part of it. And Grogu was the emotional appeal of the show. You know.
Yeah. It
So-
feels like these characters are getting popular by accident. It's just like, oh shit, they like them.
Well, that's
Like,
the thing.
oh,
That's the
shit.
thing with me. Like, they're gonna have to sell me hard on an Andor show because I do not care about Andor. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna have
That
to
was-
make
that's
me
just
like
such a
Andor.
weird choice. Yeah.
I would have preferred
And-
Jin. Make a Jin prequel.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, like I said, give us new characters.
Mando worked.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, exactly. Like
Dude,
Star Wars has
seriously,
so much potential. And,
Seriously,
like,
without
they're gonna
Mando,
have-
this shit is. I mean, with what Book of Boba's, doing right now, it seems like Mando's the only gold.
Right.
lately,
Well, without Mando, Star Wars would be in a very bad place right now because a lot of people
Yeah.
did not like the sequels. So I did, but a lot of people didn't. So without Mando, Star Wars would be in a bad spot.
And Rogue One. Rogue One was pretty good.
Yeah, Rogue One was
pretty
good.
good, yeah.
But Rogue One was successful, but nowhere near to the level of Mando.
Oh yeah.
Mando completely changed Star Wars.
J-Rod says that watching Eternals should be a form of torture in some countries.
In my opinion, it's really bad. I don't like it at all.
Oh, ladies man's in the house. Hey, ladies man, you want to jump in?
Oh, he wants to jump in?
And Tokatri says the only reason Django existing was George Lucas trying to cash in Boba, and I agree. Like that, I think that's the only reason why.
And he got his head cut
Darth Maul
off
is
like
alive.
immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, he got his head cut off too, but.
Well, that's my thing. Like, I think Django could become a Grail, but I personally just don't have much interest in that figure because he didn't really do much. Like,
Right.
and I don't
Just
think
like
he
the
has a
regular
cool enough
Boba.
look to make me go crazy for it. Like,
I think more just him being Boba's dad was why I'm probably gonna pick him up.
Bob
Should've looked
Dylan
cool on
said,
the
it would be
shelf.
great to have had Denobi 2 in the Andor pitch meeting saying, "You're talking to me like I care."
Oh my god.
That's Denobi's, like,
Exactly.
infamous line.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
Oh, Darth Maul, I love you. I got your art print. Sign it. No, he killed me.
Nice.
Or someone killed me.
Dude, that art print's sick, dude.
Thanks, man. I went in to Michael. By the way, Michael's has really good frames. I got two 18 by 24s for they were buy one get one free, so I paid like $34 for two. Not bad.
Ooh, nice.
Dude, is it safe to say that Star Wars is? I think it is, right? Star Wars is Darth Vader.
Yeah, and Luke, but I would say Darth Vader. Darth Vader is the most iconic Star Wars character in my opinion.
Like, yeah, not even Luke. Like, Star Wars is Darth Vader.
Yeah, like I think if you ask the general, if you walk to someone on the street and just
Yeah.
in New York and said name one Star Wars character, they would name Darth Vader.
It's like DC is Superman. Star Wars
Yeah,
is Darth
exactly.
Vader.
Yeah,
And with Marvel, is it
I'd say Iron Man.
Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Or Iron Man?
or Spider-Man?
Spider-Man maybe, but
I would argue Spider-Man because Spider-Man was Spider-Man before Iron Man.
Yeah, that's true. Also from the comics and everything.
Yeah, no one cared about Iron Man. That's the only reason why Marvel still has it.
so yeah, and this is interesting. So like, yeah, I saw Brian's comment too, and I saw that they said there's a rumor that there's a Bo-Katan spinoff coming. So that I'm fine with because I do like Bo-Katan. And she's kind of a new character. She was in Clone Wars, but she's kind of a new character. So
Yeah.
It might, I don't know. It might be confirmed. So
I think it is. I saw Ming-Na Wen was commenting on it, but then they took down the tweets. So I think it's confirmed, but they just don't want them to talk about it yet.
Are we getting to a point now where there's too many like characters in Star Wars?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Does
I mean,
everyone need a backstory at all?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Like okay, it's like kind of like with the Nobi, right? Like Bo-Katan is a cool character, but if it's somewhat like this Book of Boba, I think it would hurt her more.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
people
they
are
should go
kind of like,
right.
yeah, like people are kind of like you guys. I mean, Boba's really popular, but you're like, oh man, this sucks.
Right.
Imagine with somebody like lukewarm like her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to wait till the last episode to give like my clear judgment. Cause I don't know,
Right.
maybe episode 4 could just be like insane and then build on from there.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna wait.
I mean, it could be like WandaVision.
Yeah. Yeah, episode 3 was not the best, but I mean, it had some cool moments in it though, for sure.
When I watch it a second time, though, I feel Loki is a very strong, cohesive show. Not everyone feels that way, but you know,
Oh yeah.
I'm a
I think
big
it's
Loki
I
fan.
think it's the best Marvel TV show for me.
I think I originally thought Wanda might be, but I think I feel Loki's the best. Wanda's second best.
Because I think episode 1 Loki catches you like really good.
Right away, yeah.
But WandaVision's a little slow.
Don't let them deal any more damage.
Wanda picked up though.
Ships going down. Evacuate.
I just killed James Franco.
Nice.
His name was Jay Franco.
J-Rod says Book of Boba is like Justin Fields. You know he sucks, but you want to believe in him and think he'll be good at some point.
Yeah.
The difference is Justin Fields is young and he could be good. The Cowboys are not, but yeah.
And yeah. But Optical, I don't know. Like I don't think my worry. We're only 3 episodes in. We don't know, but I'm just worried that maybe Tamora Morrison is not strong enough to carry the show. You know,
Could
like
be right.
I think I don't know. Like I mean, he's 60. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just Boba in Return of the Jedi did not look like he was say 55. Like he doesn't, you know. I mean, he had a helmet on, but he wasn't moving like a 55-year-old. So.
Because the thing with Boba is you're living off a mystique from him, right? Like it's the reputation.
Right.
Can he live up to that? Now, I mean, I don't know. I mean, is he even a good actor, or
He's good.
are we making him a good actor because everyone loves Boba?
He's good, but he's not Pedro good. That's the problem.
Right.
Like Pedro, even with not showing his face, is really good. Like just his voice acting. He's just a very charismatic, compelling actor.
I get that.
Because I had this thing with PJ about he loves Anakin as well. Hey, what's up? Oh, Lane is here. He keeps on
Lane.
saying that what's his name? Anakin.
Oh, Hayden
Hayden
Christensen?
Hayden is a good actor. He might not be a bad actor.
No, he's not that great.
I don't
okay.
think he's a good actor as well. So, I mean, we've seen Harrison Ford. It became Harrison Ford because of Star Wars, and
Yeah.
other than that, no one else became good. And I think we can all agree that Harrison Ford is really good. Yeah, I don't know if Hayden is good. I'm pretty sure he's a bad actor. It's just like
Yeah, I think he's okay. You know, like I don't think he's terrible,
I
but
think he played the role fine. Yeah.
yeah, he's not. I mean,
felt
there
that
are a
when
lot of
he-
actors who probably would have done better, but the dialogue
Yeah.
was pretty bad.
It was
Like,
pretty
I mean,
bad. But then again, you know, when he killed all those, what do you call that? Those little
Younglings.
not younglings. When he saved his
Tusken
mom.
Raiders.
Oh, Tusken Raiders.
Tusken
Yeah.
Raiders.
That was one of the worst cry I've ever seen in my life, and that has no dialogue whatsoever. It was like no, and I was like, God damn it, man, your mom just died. Fuck. It's like
Yeah.
I just didn't see the darkness in him. You know, like if it was a different actor, you would see like the turn. You know, like from being a Jedi to. I think the story is good. Like you give the guy the opportunity to be Vader. I just don't think he was Yeah, they were like, oh, he's a teenager trying to be. Yeah, that was on Phantom Menace. But when it comes to what was that? Is it Clones? Attack of the Clones? The last one. He's almost like a grown man there.
Right.
He's not a teenager anymore, So, by
Well, the
grown
one-
man, I mean like 22. 22, you're a grown man now.
The one thing I would say, and let's see how the chat feels about this one. Adam Driver's a really good actor. Like,
Yeah.
he's like an Oscar-nominated actor. Like, he's in a lot of good shit. So even if you don't like Kylo, you can recognize Adam Driver's really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a great actor.
He's the one. He's the
movies.
standout. Like I'm not a Star Wars faithful. I don't have a shrine at home, so I can recognize. I don't even hate the sequels. But if you can get one guy from out of that bunch, that would be Adam Driver. You make
Exactly.
Adam Driver Anakin, and he
Right.
would kill it.
He would have killed it, yeah.
That's a good point.
He would have killed it.
Imagine,
He's a
though,
bad actor.
I even think Daisy Ridley's really good. So I think she's a really good actor, too. Actress. I mean, I'm not saying she's like Meryl Streep, but I think she's pretty good. So
Yeah.
Adam Driver's the standout, but she's pretty good.
Dude, this is where Star Wars fans, that they're Star Wars fans. If
We're
they
gonna have
like
to put
make
out.
excuses, to like certain things. It's like, yeah, I think he played the role. He was a teenager. He was like an emo kid. I was like, dude, what the?
Well, it's
An
funny,
emo
Optical. That's a really good point because I remember one time I saw PewDiePie actually talking about this at one point. Like when Last Jedi came out, right? I remember people really liked Force Awakens, right? And they wanted. I quit out, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we had so many players missing. But
Yeah.
so basically, remember Last Jedi came out. And I remember I think Jeremy Johns and some others had reviewed it. And he was like, yeah, I'm not going to give it a score yet because I want to see it again and see how I feel about it. And PewDiePie was like, what other movie would you do that for? Like, he was saying, people want to like this movie so badly that they're afraid to say anything bad about it. I'm like, that's sometimes how we can, not just Star Wars, but any fandom. We can be like, all of us can be like that sometimes. Like, we want to like it so badly that we lose all objectivity. Like,
I would say more so Star Wars fans.
Star Wars fans probably do it more than most, but like,
More than
but
most,
they
yeah.
hate the sequels, so I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
So
Because even like right now, you hear them. It's like, give it a chance. Give it a chance. Make the show Dexter. It's like that doesn't make any sense. But if it's like, you gotta wait till the end. You gotta wait till the end. It's just like let's see.
And I get, like, for example, Breaking Bad. The first season is probably the worst season, but it's still really good. Like,
It was boring. I can understand why people would find it boring. It's not action.
but the first season is still pretty damn good. Like, and that's enough to keep you watching. It's not like Clone Wars where you give up after 5 episodes. Like,
Yeah.
or The Boys. The Boys will grab you in the first episode. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's just
100%.
that'll be one you keep watching.
I don't think you had that same effect with I think Breaking Bad, you got to pick up a little bit, maybe episode 3 or 4, when they start cooking meth. Because initially it was just like a guy with cancer. It's just like, why would I want to watch a guy with cancer? And then it
Yeah.
picks up, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. But
Right. Bob Dylan said,
Well,
but
well-
being a fan and being objective are mutually exclusive. We're not dispassionate film critics.
Wookiees aren't gonna
I don't.
like
I don't know if I agree with that.
this. Just what
yeah.
you need.
I don't think. I don't
I
think
love
objectivity
Dexter.
is impossible just because you're a fan of something.
I love Dexter. I'm gonna buy the crappy figure, but I understand, like the last 3 seasons was unnecessary. Just
Bob Dylan said,
a
"This isn't
cash
the
grab.
Academy Awards. I want my laser swords." That's fair. Well, I mean, maybe objective is not the right word, but fair. Like,
Fair,
is that
yeah,
that a
fair.
better word to use?
So
Like,
you can be a fan and know the faults in it. Like
Realistic?
You
You
can
can
still have your
yeah.
problems.
Realistic,
like,
maybe?
With,
Yeah, it
like
can be
with-
realistic
what do you call it?
expectations. Yeah.
With Avengers Endgame, like you love that movie, but you also have problems with Hulk and Thor. The way they did
Exactly,
kinda
yeah.
character.
well, I
Also,
have several problems with that movie, but I still would like
I
it
love
overall.
Endgame. I'm gonna buy the
Exactly.
entire figure, but I understand that it has the best last 45 minutes
Right.
of any movie ever. But the first hour and a half was terrible.
It
Not
was
terrible,
slow.
but it was slow.
It was yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I needed to see the Avengers sit around and mope for that long. Like I
Right.
think my biggest problem with Endgame is I feel like there's no conflict until the end. Like basically
Yeah.
they achieve
Yeah.
everything too easily. Like there's no obstacles for them. Like that's the problem.
Yeah,
Like they
that's true.
I thought what would have been way better is for them to go back in time. For one, I think killing Thanos the way they did was a major mistake because Thanos. I think it has so much more weight if you have the Thanos who knows what the context is. Like if you have the Thanos who fought the Avengers on Titan, who goes to Wakanda.
Yeah.
Like this Thanos really knows nothing about these Avengers. Like
Right.
he's very different. He's not like. Also, Thanos becomes just a cliche cartoon villain in Endgame.
Yeah,
Like he's
yeah.
in Infinity
I'm
War, he
just
has a
gonna
lot
end
of
the
depth.
world.
Like he's mature. Like he's seasoned. Like he can be savage, but he's also very like he cries when he talks about Gamora. Like
Yeah.
like those are the things that make you sort of like, okay, like this guy is like he's bad, but I understand where he's coming from. Like Endgame, that's all gone. Like he just like I'm gonna destroy the universe. Yeah, like he's a totally different Thanos. And I just feel like killing him
he
was a bad
definitely
idea.
sidelined more in the movie.
Yeah.
Than Infinity War, of course.
They should have been like, well, I thought what would have been better was the Avengers go back in time, right? Which they did, but Thanos also realizes what they're doing and goes back to meet them. So at different
Right.
points. Like say they go to New York in 2012, Thanos shows up. Like
that would have been bad.
that makes it way
Yeah, that
better,
would've been
right?
awesome.
Instead of them
Yeah.
just like instead of Hawk actually coming down the stairs and knocking the stone out of Tony's hand, like that's just not as interesting. Like
yeah.
there's
right.
and then they get to the only conflict they have was who's gonna die between Hawkeye and Black Widow. Like it's
Yeah.
like there's no real like there's no fights like until the very end. Like where is Thanos in all this? Thanos is absent for most of the movie. So
Yeah.
like that's what I didn't like. So I think Infinity War Thanos is so present and like he's so dynamic and compelling. And in Endgame, like I still like him, but he's just not as good.
Exactly.
Jero says Infinity War set the bar so high and the Endgame was never going to live up to the hype. I think they
Right.
could have.
Yeah,
Maybe
for
not live up to that because the last 30 to 45 minutes was the best cinema you'll ever see, right?
Right.
But the moment how you get there was just kind of like shady at best. This time travel thingy, I mean,
Yeah, exactly. And like Infinity War, you start with literally Loki dying. Like,
That
it's such an
opening
amazing
scene in
front-
Infinity War is incredible.
Oh yeah.
Like the music and Ebony Maw talking, like it's
Yeah.
he's like hear
The
me and
emotions,
rejoice. Like in the
so
dark
good.
music, everyone's dead, just lying there. You're like, this is awesome.
It's
Like,
crazy.
yeah. Thanos comes in and whoops Hawk's ass.
Yeah.
Like he literally makes Hawk look like a little bitch. Like
Chokes out Loki like.
yeah, exactly. I love Loki, but that was like a badass scene to start the movie.
Dude, that was crazy.
I dressed as Loki at the premiere though, and everyone was like feeling bad for me because I
just
dressed up as
died.
Loki cosplay to the movie, and he died in the first like 10 minutes.
Oh, that's sad.
But
dude, like if we're gonna rewrite Endgame, how would you, without doing time travel, is this possible?
no, I don't think
Because
so.
I hated that
Yeah.
time travel aspect of it.
But like, what are they gonna do?
I don't think you can do it without it because
Without the
of what
time
happened
travel.
in Infinity War.
I mean, literally, Spider-Man is gone, so like, you
Right.
needed to have him back.
Yeah.
I
Or
do
maybe
agree.
the
Pablo's,
execution of the time travel.
yeah, Pablo said I hated when they brought all the chick Avengers together. I didn't hate it, but it definitely felt a little forced. Like no doubt
Right.
about it.
Yeah.
Like I love moments like that, but they got to be natural. It felt very
'Cause-
contrived.
Because even at that, remember they were trying to save this, I don't know what you call that, where Ant-Man says, oh, we only have like 5 of these, right? Or whatever. Like, oh, you can't make a
Oh, the
mistake.
particles. Yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, fucking Thanos brought his entire fleet.
Right.
In one. I was just, how the fuck did
Well,
one
they said they
consume
just
that?
never explained it, but what the Russo said, they said Ebony Maw reverse engineered them when they got them from Nebula. So,
Okay.
but they never
Okay.
explained that.
Oh, and Tony Stark can't do that, right? So
Right.
It's like a cop out. Just let him
It's like,
Yeah,
so
they're
when
just.
they
I mean,
made a
Ebony
mistake,
Maw
they
is
have
really
to go
smart,
back.
but so is Tony Stark. So
Yeah. So just like,
Yeah.
oh, Ebony Maw did that, the alien. And supposedly the guy who's wearing an armor that doesn't bend or anything or can't
He's a
reverse
genius, but he
yeah, can't reverse engineer something in a test tube. Cool.
right.
It kind of like, I don't know. I mean, it's Marvel, so whatever, but it's just kind of disappointing because the hype is so high, that's the only thing.
It still made like $3 billion. So I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
But Infinity War to me is like legit perfect. Like it's
Yeah, the best Marvel movie.
right. It from start to end. It is a roller coaster ride. It's got tons of emotion, great action spectacle,
Great acting.
an incredible villain.
I think
Like-
it kind of gets because you can't talk about Infinity War. It's not its own movie. It is technically, but there's
Right.
always like Endgame attached to it. While I think we can judge Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises differently, since they're not
Yeah.
technically connected. But this
Yeah,
one
that's true.
kind of
Would you guys-
is.
Would you guys put No Way Home above Endgame or no?
Yes,
I probably would. I probably
I would.
would.
I probably would.
I would.
Yeah, because
you
I'm
got
not.
the you got the like, oh man, this is it, but minus the scratching head.
I'm probably a
part.
little lower on Endgame than like most Marvel fans. I'm probably like 7 or 8. Like that's not on the rating. I mean on the rankings. Like
Oh yeah.
like I'd probably put it
Yeah.
7 or 8. Like I think it's really good, but it's not. Like I would put Avengers 1 over it for me. Like I like Avengers 1 just has so much value to me and sentimental value.
Yeah.
Because like we understand that we're watching a like a fantasy movie, so to speak, with Spider-Man or this. So we're not really gonna compare this to Dark Knight, which is kind of like they're shooting for realistic shit in here. But
Right.
so I never questioned the the portal of Spider-Verse, whatever. But in just Endgame, there's just so many things that was like, really, dude? It's like I thought you had one. You got a fucking fleet right next to you. I mean, that all came in when that one test tube right there. It's like, okay,
Exactly.
cool.
That's- Thank you so much, Dylan, for the super chat. Dylan said, "Season 1 Clone Wars is a guy with cancer. Season 7 is El Camino."
Yeah.
El Camino was a good movie. I liked it.
It was a good movie. It was not Breaking Bad, but
It's
a
not
good
Breaking
movie.
Bad, but it's solid. It's a solid outing.
Yeah, it's a solid movie. Yeah.
Jesse is good, but he's not as good without Walt. It's kind of like Joel
Yes.
and Ellie. Joel and Ellie need to be
Yes.
together.
Ooh, I killed Darth Maul by accident.
I assisted you.
Yeah.
I was the Ray John Rondo.
Gerard is asking, is Dark Knight still the greatest DC Marvel movie ever to you guys?
Between DC and Marvel,
Yeah, I guess like best superhero movie. Is that?
I'm going
like,
to take
or
Infinity
cartoon?
War. I actually like Infinity War more, but I do love Dark Knight.
I'd still stick with Dark Knight.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
I think most would pick the Dark Knight. But-
I feel like it's harder to go the more realistic route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's
that's
true.
what we went for. Like with Infinity War, the emotions I feel like were realistic, but like aliens and shit and whatnot.
Yeah.
But Dark Knight even explained to you what was. I mean, his suit is made out of Kevlar, which Kevlar is real. So.
Well, Optical, here's the better question then, because like I think we all like it, but like I like it a lot actually. But what do you think went wrong with Rises? Because it's still really good, but it's not Dark Knight good.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
Bane. Bane is great. So
Yeah. The Thalia Al Ghul, I guess.
yeah, she wasn't
you know,
great. Yeah.
She was.
Yeah,
the plot for
true.
that.
The whole thing with the hole and everything.
Because the
like,
Dark
maybe
Knight,
it
the
wasn't
original, is
same.
much better than Rises. Rises is still really good. I really like it, but it definitely has issues.
Yeah, yeah. I think the whole Thalia Al Ghul, when he was a recluse kind of thing,
Right.
his back was broken, then all of a sudden he can climb walls again,
Right.
sort
Yeah.
of thing. Kind of stepped away from that realistic thing that we expect, but
I think it just the story maybe didn't have an emotional pull as much. Like,
right.
Yeah.
but I think I didn't like how Bane got done dirty. I felt Bane got done really dirty at the end.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like for
another
him just to
thing.
get shot
Yeah.
like by Catwoman like that, I'm like, that's kind of lame.
That's just kind of like.
Yeah.
Just because they needed to get him out to get Ra's al Ghul's daughter in, like that was that. But she wasn't nearly as cool as Bane was.
J-Rod mentioned earlier, I was like, Endgame is just not going to live up to, Infinity War. I think that's what happened there to Rises as well. It's just not going
Right.
to live. I mean, the guy was dead.
Yeah, it's a good
Joker was
point.
dead. He got an
Right.
Oscar. So I think right off the bat, you have like a disadvantage when you're Rises because, I mean, you just saw the greatest performance of all time.
Right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad. Like, I'll still put it above a lot of Marvel movies, honestly.
Yeah, I would
Rises.
too. It's still really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But
And
her
I think they went that route for a lot of DC movies, because you know you can only make Superman realistic, you know, for so long. But I think what they took out was the emotions. But with Batman, because you can kind of make him as realistic as you want, because he has technically no powers.
Right.
So I think that's kind of stepped up. And they tried it with Iron Man, but with Iron Man, it's gonna be hard. I mean, no one's gonna buy that. You can put a robot suit in your body, and you know, it's gonna be hard.
Droids from boarding those transports. Positions marked.
Yeah, it's the Ben Cave said I'm really not a fan of Rise. The fact that Batman retired and lived happily ever after. I'm sorry, but that's just not Batman. Yeah, and I don't know.
Hostile units are loading onto
Yeah,
I was fine
that's
with it.
one of those cases where we're talking about being objective. I mean, we both love Rises, but we both acknowledge that, you know, it has
It's not
flaws.
perfect.
Right, I'm not gonna reason out to you why I love it. It's like, you know, I get it. I get why you don't, you know, so.
Like the
I'm not
Ra's
gonna
al Ghul's
convince you that-
daughter's death scene was atrocious. Like, that
Atrocious,
was,
Oh yeah.
it was, and
Yeah.
and Marion Cotillard is a really good actress.
She's a
So
good actress.
I'm not sure
Is she
what
an
happened with
ally,
that
or-
scene. I think
yeah.
it was just bad direction, honestly.
Even with Bane, like him getting shot, and then her just like what? It was the car crash that killed her or whatever.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
just both kind of like lame, like little like should have done a little more with that.
And honestly, like, I would have liked to see more of Two-Face.
You don't need to be a Jedi to know what
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he kind of had to
Like, I
die
thought
for the
Two-Face
plot to
was
move
really
forward.
good. Like how they
Yeah.
like
Dude,
introduce his character.
really good. Like the end thing when he's like holding like Gordon's like son, like that whole thing at the end of Dark Knight was really good.
I think the biggest question, though, would have been if Heath Ledger didn't die, what would they have done with Joker? Like,
Right.
I think they
Yeah.
still wanted
Yeah,
to do
that's
Bane,
even-
but Joker might have had a role in it somehow.
He might
Dude,
have
like-
like popped up.
Dude, this is just the brilliance of what's his name?
Nolan.
I mean, Bane is
villains,
as
just
cartoonic
villains.
as you can, but he still made him look somewhat realistic. You know?
Yep.
Exactly.
And real.
Yeah.
And
Like
he-
you can
dude-
believe that a guy could be like that. You know.
Some of the
so-
best lines of dialogue, too, from Bane, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was born in the darkness, molded by it.
So good.
Dude, like
I-
even Two-Face, man. Like Two-Face has some gold
Yep.
dialogues.
That
dude.
figure is
Rewatch
so
these
good,
movies.
Optical.
They're so good.
Hmm?
That Two-Face figure is highly underrated.
Highly underrated. I agree. Dude, J-Rod has a point too. It's like I actually thought Pattinson Batman was going to be terrible, but now I'm hyped for the Pattinson.
I think it
Batman.
looks great.
Oh,
It looks
yeah.
great.
I think it'll be either so good or so bad.
Right. I think
don't
it'll be
wanna
great.
do- But I'm
think it's gonna be really good.
I'm more leaning towards it's going to be good.
I think it's going to be really good. It could be like another Joker, like a
Yeah.
dark, kind of gritty, one-off type film. Like,
Exactly.
although they're going to do a Joker sequel, so I don't know where they're going to go with that though.
Yeah, those trailers even are just so good.
I don't remember. Joker came out what, like 2 years ago. I can't remember.
Yeah.
That talk show scene in Joker might be the best scene I saw that year. Like,
Dude.
that scene is some of the best acting
So
I've ever seen. Like, Joaquin Phoenix absolutely killed it in that talk show
Killed
scene.
it.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Dude, like DC has movies that has no. You can make an argument like even The Dark Knight or Batman Begins, one of those Nolan movies. They don't compare fight scenes wise to Marvel.
Right.
Not even close. But
Oh,
they're
yeah, the
more
choreography
memorable,
is-
I feel like, in terms of the overall movie. Like some Marvel you're gonna watch if you're in a gym, so you want to get hyped up. You know, you want to watch that Endgame last scene. But I feel like the DC movies, like the Joker, you need to sit down and just absorb it and just kind of like, oh man, this is a masterpiece or something.
Right.
You know? You can do that with the Dark Knight or any Nolan movie, I would say. You know.
Right. Thing is, like, would you guys want Joaquin to ever like come back into the role, or would you guys want that Joker movie to just be that movie?
I'm fine with it giving it another shot. I think they're going
Yeah.
to.
Damn it. Yeah.
But it has. I
wonder,
feel like if he
Imagine him
does.
as a Batman. Like,
Yeah.
how would that work?
Yeah.
Dude.
Their age difference is too big though.
But I
that's
think the biggest thing with Joker, why it works, because I've heard the complaint levied against it, which I understand. They said it's just so dark and like, but I'm like, yeah, but the goal I think was to make you feel bad for the villain, and I think that's exactly what they did. Like they showed it where like his life is like a legit tragedy. Like
It's like
everything
such
about
a
his life
depressing
is
story.
terrible. Like he's had the worst go of it, so you understand why he becomes Joker. You understand it. Like,
Exactly.
I mean, if all of us were in that position, we might become Joker too. I mean, that's kind of the point. Like, it could be really anybody. If you had those set of circumstances, you might get to that point too.
Exactly.
And dude, like Joker has, I have like a bunch of Joker behind me right now, and it's a far cry from. I never liked Joker up until Ledger, but it's a
Right.
far cry from the most people's Joker when they're growing up, which is
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. I can respect that Joker. I have nothing against that Joker, but I mean, it has evolved so well, in my opinion.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm
It
with
has
you,
evolved
Obstacle. Like,
so well.
I watched Batman '89, and Jack Nicholson is very compelling in it, but that's not a Joker I really latch on to. Like, it's very cheesy. It's over the top. It's like the Heath Ledger Joker is just like he's mesmerizing. Like he's
It's like psychologically more
Right.
with Ledger.
and same with Joaquin. Joaquin is like
exactly.
It
he's
has
just
a different vibe. That Joker that fell into that whatever tub it is or chemical that he did.
Jared Leto.
No.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. Yeah, he fell into that thing where he had a
Right,
permanent
right.
smile. And I get it. That was the time back then. 89, 1989. It was kind of a cheesy and whatnot. But then again, this is the difference that we were talking about earlier. That was my Joker growing up. But I'm a fan. But I do realize that it's not the best Joker. Whether you agree to me or not. Times moved on, but like this is the difference. Like the Star Wars fan, that they would make excuses. I didn't make. I love RoboCop. Not gonna make. You watch RoboCop now, Riley. It's one of the worst movies you will see. The RoboCop from 1980s. That is my jam when I was a kid.
On the flip side, though, Terminator 2 will never age. Like that
Terminator
movie.
2 is so ahead of
That
its time.
shit is a masterpiece. Like it is. It still looks great today. I don't care what anyone says. Like there are some things here and there, but overall, the CGI in Terminator 2, like you said, Optical, they were like inventing CGI for that film. Like it looks
still
better than
not
most
bad
movies today.
Up to now, yeah.
Like Terminator 2 is a sci-fi, or if you call it action sci-fi, it's a masterpiece. Yeah, I mean it's.
God, I love RoboCop, and I would continue to love RoboCop. But goddamn, try watching that movie now as an adult. Jesus Christ.
Well,
It
even
has
if you
not
watch
aged
Terminator
well.
1, it was made in the 80s. Like it's like the Terminator's like stop motion. Like he's like he looks a little odd. But Terminator 2, dude, the T-1000, that CGI is crazy.
And I know 80s kids are gonna crucify me. How dare you talk about RoboCop like that?
I know.
It is true.
I haven't even seen it.
I think we were talking about it on someone's show, Optical. Riley, I don't know if you saw, like, what would you like to see reissued, like just one figure? I think it was Lael's.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, probably the T-1000 or maybe a new Arnold. Like if they remake the T-800, like the DX version, with a new head sculpt and stuff and upgraded leather and stuff, I would really be into
That would
that.
be insane. That would be insane.
But I mean, how can you? What are you gonna do to that's different from DX13 though? Because
Well, DX13, I don't know if you can make that better, but
Right, that's the thing. Like, what else? I mean, everything is in there. Like I feel like they made DX13 so they don't have to make him again.
but DX10, I think you could make better.
What's DX10? The one with
The one like a clean version of Arnold.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
a
that
clean
kinda
version
aged.
with the Gatling gun. It
even-
still looks
with
good, but
Yeah.
Exactly. With the technology they have, like now, they'll definitely make it better. Like regardless if it's like the same type of face sculpt, like the face sculpt's gonna look better.
and
The
the
only
regular
question
version
is-
optical, the MMS T800 Arnold from T2, that one has aged. Like that one could be redone.
Yeah. That's the
And
one
T1000.
with the flower. Is that the one with the flower?
Yep, with the flower rose boxes.
Yeah.
And T1000 could be redone.
Dude, the
and,
police shootout is perfect.
Police
as well.
shootout would be perfect to redo. Yep.
Perfect.
It's flaking
you
on
said,
everybody. Like
They
it's
went back to what do you call it? The Back to the Future line. Like why
Yep,
not?
that's what I
Like,
said.
I mean, exactly.
The question is, are people? Because I don't know if that Back to the Future is selling well. I don't know if it is, but
supposedly it does in Hong Kong. I don't know.
Yeah, I
They
wonder
didn't
if
make the
it's selling
DeLorean
on
like we
Hong
thought though.
Kong. Yeah.
I thought they
maybe-
might reissue
maybe
that
depending
DeLorean.
on
They
the
did.
pre-orders of these things, if it sells, but if not,
J-Rod said, dropping the dislike to the worst streamer on YouTube. Bro, get out of here, Cowboys fan.
What was that?
J-Rod said, dropping a dislike to the worst streamer on YouTube. Cowboys are going to lose first round.
Most likely.
Who do they play first round?
I don't know, man. The moment. Well, I wasn't even like into Bears anymore. It's just that when the Saints lost so bad against
To the Dolphins.
against the Dolphins, I just got, man, I just lost all hope.
And I won
in life.
third place.
And you won third place. I was devastated. So
Yep.
like, I beat you twice in the regular season.
Yeah, but then I won the
time
third
I'm gonna
place
lose.
game. Yeah. That was like us. We played the Bucks last year in the playoffs, and we beat them twice in the regular season. One time, like, really bad, and then they beat us in the playoffs.
That's the worst. Oh, Lane is asking, how do I like my short trooper? I don't have a short trooper, Lane. I only have the, what do you call that? Scout trooper.
Scout Trooper.
Yeah, which I thought is going to be more posable than I thought it would be. I mean, you can still post it, but it has a little resistance on it.
I've never had a Scout Trooper, but I think the Short Trooper is pretty unique. It's very colorful.
Yeah. I see, you know, like now I have at least one trooper that can pose. I see the allure to it. I guess I just didn't like it because my only trooper back then was First Order, and I can barely move that
Yeah,
guy,
you can't
so-
move him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ladies Man is a glitch. He says, look up in the sky. Where's Ladies Man?
Is
Let's
he
look in the
glitched out?
sky. Yeah, I guess in the sky. Where you at, Ladies Man?
I gotta look
Oh,
out
sh-
there. Or is he flying
Ah.
something?
Right above C. He said right above C. Ladies Man, you're just trying to get us killed, man. I'm looking up and that
Oh,
keep
I
on
see him. I
dying.
see him.
Right above C? Okay, hold
He's
on.
literally walking on the sky.
What?
Oh, yeah, I
Look-
see him.
You see him?
How did that even happen?
Is that Ladies Man? He's glitched
That
out. He's
Ladies
literally
Man.
walking in the sky.
Ladies Man, why are you not in our group? Hold
Now
on.
I can't even play the game. I'm mesmerized watching him.
Imagine we just spawn on ladies, man.
Can't-
We're just all
they're
in the
shooting him.
sky.
They're shooting him. They're shooting him up there. He's literally running through the sky.
Oh, wait, that's hilarious.
I didn't realize he was Jesus.
Oh my god, it's funny.
Oh, the Cowboys play the Niners. They could lose that game.
Okay, Lane says, we'll never notice I offered to join group. Must not like I said he got the guns there with those arms.
Oh, did he want to
you-
join?
I guess.
I think I saw the message and was forgot because we joined another game. We can invite him.
Yeah. We got you, Lane.
Darth Maul's here. That's good.
Oh, shit. Oh, by the way, I was streaming the other... What was that, Riley? Did you buy Enter Bay, by the way?
No, not yet.
So I
I'm
know I was streaming
tempted.
that day, and you guys asked me to get a cat, one of those things. I found one. I just haven't
Oh.
set it up yet. Yeah,
Alright,
a cat
once
eating a
Lane's here, you
banana.
gotta tell him to
Dude,
watch.
a cat eating banana.
Nice. Nice.
You got a
I
6
gotta
scale
check the
version?
stream and see.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I'm gonna die.
You're talking about the things that pop up in your stream, right?
Huh?
There's a ship
Things that
firing
go
right
up.
at us, dude.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm dead.
I'm down.
Ooh. Oh,
We're
you,
getting
you're-
we're getting
you're
smoked. We're getting smoked.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to where should we
Come
go?
on,
Where you
It's
guys at?
62 to nothing.
Right behind you.
Okay. Oh,
Mess
who's
some
that
people
green?
up with Maul.
Let's do this. I'm gonna die soon.
I'm down.
Where the hell are you going?
I'm gonna kill this guy. Can I kill this guy or no? He's not getting
Are
injured.
you Darth Maul, Optical?
Yes.
He's
Kill the
under
ship, kill the ship.
right now. He's sitting
Optical's
under
just
the
swinging at it.
ship. Yeah.
Oh god, I think I died.
Oh.
Did I die?
Oh shit.
I don't think so.
Dude, he backed up on me. I died. How
What?
did that even happen?
Got ran
He
over.
reversed
I
into
got
you?
ran over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta sue his ass, man.
Yeah, sue him.
It's a hit and run.
Yep.
Do it, man.
Okay, ladies man says the guy in my group keeps spawning in the sky, so I just keep on spawning on him.
That's
We gotta spawn on
hilarious.
ladies, man. I gotta find a way to do it.
Oh,
I know.
J-Rod, man, you gotta get onto my. I get their emails, man.
What, Big Bad?
Big bad. You see those like old ass aliens and predators that they got?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy. That's from 1990s. I mean, 2006.
And they got the Star Ace horse back in stock.
They got the Star Ace horse.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Good price too.
Yeah. All right, so how do I spawn on the guy in the sky? That's what I want.
No, you can't because he's not on our group.
not, like,
Riley,
in our
where are you
group.
going?
I don't know.
I'm with you
Oh,
guys.
Let's go. Okay. Oh,
I'm
it's
dead.
lightning.
Oh, somebody's shooting at us.
Oh, retreat.
Who's this
You,
dude?
what's up? J-Rod, yeah, J-Rod said they play the Niners. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Since the Saints suck this year, I've kind of tuned out like you, Optical.
Yeah. Oh, ladies man says they're all up in there. Let me look up in the sky, ladies man. I want to walk in the clouds too.
They're
Wait,
shooting the
man.
cloud. That ship is shooting up in the clouds.
That's hilarious. How did that even happen?
I don't know.
Dude, there's so many doves in here. I feel like John Woo. Let's go.
I know, right?
I'm with you, Optical. Where are they at? I don't see them up there anymore.
We'll go to C. We're getting crushed right now. We only have 9%.
Oh damn. We're getting smacked. I hear Chewbacca.
He's crying. He's crying because of Book of Boba. It's like,
I don't see anyone up in the sky right now.
dude, okay, maybe I don't know if I can watch it tonight because that's gonna be too long. How long is the episodes?
Like
The
30,
third
40
one
minutes.
Is 35, I think, and then the first one's like 35, and then the second one's like 45.
Just want to talk to PJ. I want to talk shit to PJ.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
talk shit to
funny.
PJ.
It's so funny because he gets so annoyed. You can tell he's just like, oh, it's so funny in his streams, dude.
You just don't understand.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Tell him
if
how-
someone gave it a 6.5, like one of his like guys in his stream, he's like, what? Really? He's like, what?
See, here's the thing, dude.
It's Boba Fett. It's Boba Fett.
It's
Come on,
Boba.
dude.
So
Come on.
It's Boba. It's an automatic 20 out of 10.
Exactly.
Nah.
they are setting it up.
I think
this,
yeah, exactly. I think the third episode, I think like an 8.5 or an 8. The third episode, the third one.
I mean,
But,
I
like,
understand it's not the best, but I would still give it a solid 9.7. I was like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's funny. I went on a
Might be a little
date.
biased, but
I was on a date one
a
time.
little.
She and I watched it, and I was like, "What'd you think?" And she was like, "It was okay." And I was like, "What would you give it?" She was like, "A 10 out of 10." I'm like, "That's not okay, man."
what?
We
Who
broke
said
up
that?
after that.
Just trying to make you feel better.
You're right. I was like, "What would you give it?" She's like a 10. I'm like, "Then it was better than okay."
Oh, dude, it's so funny. So I was like, there's no way he's gonna talk bad about episode 3, even with the people saying, because he just loves
See,
Boba
Well,
so
if you
much.
genuinely like it, then that's great. But
yeah.
who am I to hate on that? You know, I loved Mortal Kombat. A lot of people didn't like it, and I loved the sequels. I don't love Last Jedi though. I think Last Jedi is like okay, but I love Rise of Skywalker and Force Awakens.
See, guys, this is what people don't understand, okay?
Otto, you're gonna get a message tomorrow.
Yeah, imagine he just types in the chat.
Chewie just punched me in the face.
I made fun of him because he bought that. Oh well, he pre-ordered that Ash Williams from Asmus. Did you see that, Will?
Oh my god.
Dude, they even messed up. They had a typo
messed
on
up
the
the name.
base.
Yeah.
Ash Willems. They put
Ash Willems. Oh,
Was that what it said? Ash Willems?
Ash
Yeah, it was
Willems,
Willems
yeah.
instead of Williams, and they put like a whole response like, sorry for this terrible
Yeah.
mistake.
Are they gonna
God.
at least fix it?
They're gonna send it. I
A
believe.
sticker that you put over it.
Dude, this is the
Wow.
funny thing. Dude, because people are not just in the Ash Willems. People are saying that the prototype is not the same as well, right? Like,
Right.
and I see it. I don't think it's don't think it's that horrible, but
Yeah.
it's like Wonder
I think
Woman,
people are-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. And people were just like, and Asmus, so they addressed the Willems.
Yeah.
They were just like, well, we do apologize for the silly mistake, but we're gonna make it up by, sending a sticker or whatever. But they said, as far as the figure is concerned, I think it looks okay.
Yeah, they said that.
They said
They're
that.
like,
I
we hear
think
the thoughts on the quality of the figure, but as we looked at it, it looks fine to us. So we're just gonna leave it. But hope you
We're
guys
gonna leave it
enjoy
as it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
That's why our name
Optical.
is Asmus.
That's a good question. Like Bob Dylan said, that's a great example of how hard it is for a fan to be objective. PJ and Book of Boba Fett are rest of my case. I'm like, yeah, but that's like a super fan. Like that's,
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big fan of Star Wars. Like I'm in the 501st. I have several Star Wars costumes. Like I have a lot of Star Wars collectibles. Like I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan. But like if I see something I don't like, then I'm,
Still gonna address your problem.
even with Kylo. If it's something that's with Kylo and it just is trash, then I'll say so. But I actually like Rise of Skywalker. So if I didn't like it, I would have no problem saying so. But I guess not everyone's like that. I mean, I think PJ is. I think he just really loves Boba Fett. I think.
Yeah.
But Optical, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, I really love Joel, and look what happened to him. So.
Hey, I really love a lot of things too, but I am, kind of self-aware and some of the shortcomings of, I really love BBS. I love it. I love
Same.
BBS.
Yeah, I
But
really love that movie.
I understand why people find it silly. I can argue with them why I don't think it's silly. But
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
not
fair.
gonna do is convince people. I'm gonna be like,
And you
Yeah,
love Man of
like
Steel
their
too, I
opinion.
know. So.
yeah, they'll be like, I could argue with them. It's like, dude, it's not about the name. And he'll be like, yeah, but you can. It was like, okay, if you want to see it that way, cool. It's like, all right.
Dude,
And maybe,
I
like I said,
understand.
objective is the wrong word. I think fair and realistic would be the terms I'm
yeah,
looking for.
yeah.
I think Man of Steel
Like,
is just
because
such an
objective, I
underrated
guess
movie, though.
that's maybe not the
Dude,
correct word,
Right,
but
I feel like Man of Steel is a masterpiece because
Dude,
but a lot of
that's
people
fair.
didn't get that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't
A lot of
like
peop-
it
a
that
lot of
much, but
people-
that's fair. I mean, like that's
Yeah. A lot of people
each their
didn't
own.
see the Superman in there. They were like, oh, that's not Superman, But I was just
Dude,
like, I'm pretty sure that's
No.
intentional.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Trying to
that-
take it at a different.
Zack
way.
Snyder has like a very polarizing effect on viewers. Like he can be, you either love his work or just kind of like I don't really like him that much,
Yeah.
I like Snyder Cut though. Snyder Cut's less controversial.
Because there's a lot of things that people didn't like about BBS, right? Like obviously the biggest part was the Martha. That's not his point. I think a lot of people has already gotten that at this point. It's not about the name. It's the fact that he's
Exactly.
human. Okay, so all right, so okay, maybe didn't people get that, but Batman hardcore fans also didn't like the fact that Batman uses guns. So they're like, that's
Yeah.
another complaint.
Right.
And Batman kills.
A Batman kills, that's another complaint. It was like, whatever is you're complaining is Snyder did that on purpose.
He's
It's
just
not a
trying to take a
mistake.
different approach.
It's a different
It's like,
approach, yeah, and I know it's different, and people didn't like it, so now it's automatically bad. But
Bob
it's kinda,
Dylan said, "Yeah, sorry, Optical. Go ahead. Sorry."
Oh no, go ahead.
Bob Dylan said, "Fair and realistic. Make sure you don't do figure reviews." He tagged me. I think I think Optical's pretty fair with his figure reviews.
I think I'm.
I don't think you have a bias.
That's why I got kicked out of Asmus, but
Yeah, right.
they're just like, we're not gonna send you free figures anymore. I was just
That
like,
was funny.
They're just like, yeah, we're gonna need you to delete that and say good things. We're gonna
yeah,
need
they
you-
wanted me to edit my video, and I was just like, yeah, it's too close. I was just like, no.
It's like the Toys Wonderland email that they sent me. They were like, "We heard what you said, and we're gonna send it right over. We're gonna take it as a yes."
It was like, no. I just literally said make.
I said no. It's like, "We hear what you're saying, and yes."
yes.
Sounds good. We're
And
gonna send the figures.
Yep.
and Team Stu
Tony's on its way. Here's the tracking.
It's on the way. This is the track. I was like, I just literally said no.
Yeah. Your Chitauri foot soldier is in the mail.
And because you've been a nice young boy to us, we're gonna send you Chitauri
Yeah.
2-pack.
We're gonna send you Captain Marvel.
If you can just say, oh shit, okay,
If you can just say "fuck Tim Cent," like,
yeah.
They have horrible prices.
yeah, on your live stream. No, but I want to get up in the sky, but I can't. I'm so frustrated.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I don't see anyone up
We're
there
back
now
in the
though. I think
sky.
it stopped.
That's funny.
Dude, I listened to that that thing again, that stream.
Oh yeah,
We're stupid. I
it was
swear
so
to God.
funny. You were like,
For $1,000, I
Philip,
suck your
whip
dick."
it out, Philip. Yeah. You were like, I will tattoo Toys Wonderland's logo on my body for a J&D.
It was just, we was just like 300. You can't buy my Legion 600. Fuck Tim Cent.
Yeah, true.
It was like making
Exactly.
1,000.
Man.
I suck your dick.
It's like, oh yeah, it's like, yeah, we'll offer you 300. It's like, no, I think I'm good. Like, I like my ethics. And it's like, okay, what about like 750? It's like, fuck Eric Lee. Like, these are the worst prices.
What a bunch of scumbags.
I know.
Republic is taking control of Command Post 4X.
Oh man.
It's like, I've only ever had good experiences with TW. Yeah.
It was like, you can't buy me $1,000. This is the only place where I buy my figures, guys. Toys Wonderland.
Single Songwriter said, didn't Batman use a gun in the early comic books? I don't know. That's a good question. Lael would probably know that better than me.
Yeah.
He's the comic reader of the group. Ben Cave said, I mean, technically in the very beginning did. Oh, yeah. And Bob Dylan said, Toys Wonderland pulled a Dumber and Dumber, so you're telling me there's a chance. I was just confused with the strategy. Like, why would you go to the people who hate you the most to try to buy them? Like,
Hey.
that's... At least if you're going to try to buy them, like, send an offer they can't refuse. Like, for me, I still would have refused it. But for other people, like, if you offer them, say, $2,000, they might be like, okay, like, you know, but I'll compromise, but I wouldn't have, personally.
I think it gives them a reputation if it's somebody who does not like them. Because if it's somebody who already likes them, then
Right.
it doesn't do them any good, you know. But the bad part is the offer was so low, you know,
Right.
that you can't even, like, again, I never hated anyone's hustle, but man, that's kind of like a lowball hustle right there. So
Like, I don't want to figure that badly.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
they should make it a quarter scale figure or something, you know.
yeah.
Oh, Lane says we have a disagreement on what is good when it comes to a figure from Asmus. It looks like butt to me. I don't know. Have you seen it, Riley? I don't think it looks that bad.
Yeah. I don't think it was like horrible. I mean, the face like didn't look terrible.
It's
It's
a
okay.
little it's a downgrade to the prototype, but I don't think it's like call for a, you know. It's like
Awful.
it's not like
Yeah.
Tony Stank, where it's a totally different sculpt.
I think, yeah,
it
this is my...
downgraded.
I think this is my last game, guys. But I think
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I got to go to bed. But yeah, once we're done with this round. But yeah, I don't know. I saw it. I've never seen the movie though, so I don't really know about Ash Williamson
Me
or
neither,
Ash
yeah.
Willems. Willems,
Yeah,
Willems.
that's so.
like
But
Willem
those are
Dafoe.
silly mistakes, man. Those are factory.
I don't even like. How do you just like look at it and say like this is good and just not notice that?
Yeah.
I was hoping Hot Toys would drop something on us tonight, but nah.
Dude, I know.
I know.
was
I
expecting
need some
maybe a
fucking
villain.
content, man.
I know. Riley, I heard you had a bet.
Yeah, with Carlos.
Yeah.
bet?
Yeah. So basically, if he thinks that Doc Ock's gonna be the first drop, the first announcement, I think it's gonna be Green Goblin. So we just bet $5 on it, whichever one's gonna be the first announcement from Hot Toys. What do you guys think?
I told Carlos, I was like, if it's Electro, you both owe me $5. I was like,
You win with
that's the
10.
bet.
Nice.
Yep.
But you don't lose anything.
Yeah, I don't lose anything, but if it's Electro, you actually both owe me $5.
So you are with Goblin, he's with Doc Ock.
Yeah, because I don't know. I think they do Goblin first. But Doc Ock was more like a hero in the movie, so maybe Doc Ock first.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows? I feel like Doc Ock is a little bit better, easier to make for them than Goblin.
Yeah.
Because you got to put the glider.
Yeah, because with the
With
glider,
Goblin.
and plus, which Goblin are we gonna get? You know, both of them maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because technically, the other one has more screen time, but I do want the older one though.
I feel like they would do the older one because that third party like did the reissue. Maybe they'd want to like one up them. Do
Yeah.
the older version too.
Right. I feel like I feel like we're gonna get both, but you know.
Yeah, we're going to get both, but it's just a matter of when.
I was hoping this week, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe tomorrow.
I mean, this is another Hot Toys. Why didn't they capitalize? I mean, those guys are not spoilers. I mean, we've seen them in trailers.
Yeah, they were in the trailers.
Yeah, so why not capitalize while it's hot, you know? I don't know.
I think they're just behind. Like, they're overwhelmed. That would be my guess.
Yeah. Hoping before February, but we'll see.
Because
Yeah,
there's
I
a
think
lot of figures they still got to make, and so many that are delayed. Like,
Yeah, I saw a lot of figures got delayed today.
well,
Like,
honestly, man, you know what? We're gonna see, because Book of Boba, we're 3 episodes in, right? We don't know how good it's gonna end up being. But if it ends up
Yeah.
being ass, like 2 of these 3 episodes are, Hot Toys might look at that and be like, we're not gonna make a whole line of figures. Like,
Yeah.
they might say we'll make a Boba, a Fennec, and maybe like the Wookiee assassin, and that's
Exactly,
it.
just like any Marvel.
Yeah,
when they
like
used to
that's
do-
like I mean, Mando, they made everything because Mando was super hot.
I don't know, man. I feel like they're still gonna make a whole lot of Boba because it's so easy for them. Low risk, high reward.
But the other
Yeah,
characters I'm talking about,
Oh, the characters, yeah, you're right.
like the side characters, like like Mando, they made everybody basically, like
yeah, but Kara and
and Grief Karga,
Grief.
and they didn't make
I don't
Mayfeld
make
either. So,
Yeah.
and that's the thing, they were like, well, because Cara Dune got canceled. I'm like, no, but she in the first season she was not canceled.
Yeah.
So, and she was around more in the first season than the second. They still didn't make her, so we can't use that excuse.
Right.
Yeah, I would buy a Kara if they just because it's Gina Carano and I like them thick, you know.
Yeah, that's why it is.
Exactly.
Well, they didn't even make the Cobb Vanth. I mean, they showed it, but they didn't
I was
make
gonna
it.
say, would you guys buy a Cop Van?
I wouldn't, but
I wouldn't.
But-
I'd
but
probably-
Star
I'd
Wars
probably,
fans
like,
would.
maybe get it.
I think a lot of Star Wars fans would. I think he's worthy of being made. But I think Hot Toys might just be worried because they're like, we got to get a likeness. Is it worth it? Are people going to buy it? Like,
Yeah. What if there's no likeness? What if there's no head sculpt?
I think a lot of people will be
I-
turned off by that.
Exactly. I think it needs the head sculpt because it's just because then like without it you're just kind of thinking.
I'm
like,
not sure you can make it
Another
without
trooper,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a
You're just,
discount
it's just a
Boba.
skinny Boba. Yeah,
I forgot his name. It's Timothy Olympian. or
Timothy
something. I know
Oliphant,
him-
yeah.
Timothy
Oh,
Oliphant. Yeah.
Oliphant, or yeah, because I know he was like Hitman or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He was in The Office, too.
That would be a cool head sculpt, just to have on the figure.
Dude, imagine that. Like, if Hot Toys did an Office line, I'd be in.
Dude, I would buy all of them.
Maybe 3-0
Office?
I
Optical.
feel like that would never happen.
Like, why did 3-0 no one pick up The Office? Like,
Which one?
that's The Office.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like
No
that
one's.
could sell.
I don't think no one's gonna make that.
Well, if the Stranger Things are being made, why not Office?
I mean, Stranger
Yeah.
Things. At least they have like aliens and such.
Yeah, but you have, like, they made Dustin. He's like a little kid. I mean,
I
feel
think
like
they're
a
gonna make them
lower
all.
end third-party company could make those.
The Office, yeah.
figures.
Maybe like 3-0. I doubt it though.
that's what I
If
thought.
anything,
Maybe not Hot
Michael-
Toys, but 3-0 or something.
Michael and Dwight. I'm okay.
Yeah,
with that.
right.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be in.
I would do. I love The Office.
I might get a Toby though. You know, like
Toby.
Nice.
I'll get a Toby.
Imagine that sculpt on him. That'd be funny.
You are right, though, Optical. I do really like that 3-0 Walter White. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not like it's better than most third party. I mean, it's priced like a third party to begin with, right? Like, so
That said, I will never back down that Jamie Lannister is Hot Toys quality.
oh, the
Yeah.
3-0. I might
Yep.
pick that up
That
one
one
day.
stream, it looks good, dude.
Yeah, besides 3-0 needs to use better bodies. Like, their bodies are like limp. I mean, they have loose joints like right from the get-go. But otherwise,
Dude, I want Boss to show up.
Dan
there.
Pablo said Kevin with a big pot of chilies.